everybody. My name is Sarah. Thank you for coming to this event and supporting Miriam. A little bit about me. I am Miriam's leader and sponsor, and we have known each other for well over 20 years. So we've been friends for a good long time. And I am a mom of two girls. One's 4 and one's 9. And I am a wife, and we've been married going on almost 10 years this December. I am an RN for 6 years and a photographer, and I also volunteer for everything. I'm a softball coach, t-ball coach, cheerleading coach. So whatever they need, I am there because I want to support my kids in whatever they want to do. And I want them to know that, everything they do is important to me, and I want to spend as much time with them as I can, And so getting to be with them all the time, was not easy because I was very busy, but, and it did bother me. But what could I do? So my friend, Martha, who I graduated nursing school with, she had talked to me about joining Rodan Fields, and I was not interested because I did not want to speak in public. I didn't want to do parties. I didn't want to keep all of that inventory and, lose a bunch of money. I was just listening to a lot of what I had heard from other people who had done multi-level marketing. But one day I'm sitting on the couch last June, and I felt, God just tell me, talk to her. And I laughed because I'm like, you're kidding, right? That's a joke. And he said, trust me, daughter. And for me to be able to, actually listen right off the bat and to trust is very hard. And so I quickly messaged her before I lost my reality. And she said, I'm going on my first vacation. Bring Daisy down and have a vacation and we'll talk about it. And so we went down, and I quickly joined with her once she had showed me what her paycheck was and showed me all this information. And, I got home and my box was waiting on the front steps for me, and I had yet to tell my husband. And so I'm thinking, oh my gosh, how am I going to tell my husband? And thankfully, when he saw it, he said, Sarah, what have you done? And God knew what he was doing, because when I told him, he said, all right, I'm really excited. I hope you do well. And that just blew me away because I was expecting a fight, because he's all about saving money and he doesn't like change. And so I knew that God had been in this plan from the very get-go. And so within 2 months, 2 weeks, I had gotten my first pay raise and my first promotion. And I'm very competitive, especially with myself. And so I'm thinking, all right, well, if I can do this in 2 weeks, what can I do in 2 months or 6 months or a year or 2 years? And so I just kept on going. And by the end of October, I had equaled my RN pay and was able to be a stay-at-home mom. And it was just amazing. It brought our family closer. We started going to church full time. My daughter got saved. I was able to do all the things that I had missed out on, and I don't have to worry about asking off for everything now and hoping that I, don't miss the important things. I found true friends, and, this team or these ladies are so giving of their time. It's basically all about, team, because a lot of us, we don't have to help each other. It doesn't do anything for us, but we are there for each other, and it's amazing to see, this huge group of ladies that truly do care for each other and are truly there for each other, whether it, helps them or not. And so I found true friends. My relationship with God was so much stronger. My family relationship was stronger. But I also got to stay home. And so the things that I was missing out on, I was finally getting, to do. And so basically the reasons that I found that Rodan Fields has been, so much better, I mean, that's just my personal opinion, is that the reasons that people don't do well with multi-level marketing, they had kind of nixed. So there's no parties. You don't have to go and spend all this time on weekends and beg your friends and family to have parties for you, and you just hope that people come and show up and, you know, buy things. You can do this wherever. You can do this on your couch, in your bed, in the bathroom, in the bathtub, you know, wherever you are. If you have a phone, a tablet, a computer, and you have Wi-Fi or the internet, you can do this from wherever. You know, go to a coffee shop and invite a friend. You could do a virtual event, texting, email, whatever you want to do. You know, social media, it's your thing to do with what you want. And so I found that really refreshing. You know, all the orders are done online. Everybody gets their own account. The orders are shipped directly to your customers or consultants. You don't have to worry about being, you know, the FedEx guy, because if it was up to me, I'm horrible with delivering stuff. People would never get their things, and I would get in a lot of trouble. And so that is one of the things people hated delivering. But also, you don't keep your own inventory. What you have, you either use yourself or you can give away. But so you're not left with all this inventory and products that you're hoping you're going to sell, and you have this one huge room full of stuff that you may or may not use, and you probably will lose a lot of money on. And that is a huge reason why people stop doing it, because they just feel like it's not worth it. And so, you know, and also, you know, your customers, once you have a preferred customer or consultant, you know, they are yours. And so, because it's done all on the computer, so there is no like, I'm going to move to this neighborhood, and I've been a Mary Kay consultant for 20 years, or an Avon, and then somebody else moves in, and now my customer, you know, Susie Q, goes and says, I'll give you a 50% discount if you use me instead of her. And so then you're losing that, and it doesn't help with camaraderie. But with us, it's, you know, once somebody signs up under you, then they are yours. And so that, to me, it impacts you a whole lot more, and it really helps with team effort and togetherness. And, you know, that helps you with your overall performance. So those are some big things to why I felt that this was so much different. You know, the products are made and created by dermatologists who see patients still every day, even though they're billionaires. And so they know exactly what products work, what ingredients work, what people have most problems with, you know, the biggest issues and questions that they get. And so they know exactly what, you know, what needs to work and what doesn't work. And so they, you know, don't put these products on the market until, you know, they know that these, you know, this is the best product for you. And, you know, our products have won tons of awards. You know, our company has won the Stevie Award, which is what the Apple iPad won. And, you know, and Harvard said that this was a once in a lifetime business opportunity. You basically be crazy, you know, not to join. You know, there's so few consultants compared to other type of businesses. You know, we still have only close to 30,000 consultants, and compared to Avon, Mary Kay, that have, you know, 6 million, 1.3 million, you know, there's just so few, and there are so many states that just have barely anybody. And so to me, it's like a gold mine. And, you know, why wouldn't you take this opportunity? You know, you're not stuck with just neighbors and friends and people around you, because everything is done over the internet. So you can have consultants and preferred customers in California and Florida and Maine, Hawaii, Alaska, and now we're in Canada. So, you know, you can have consultants and customers up there too. We're going to be in Asia next year, and pretty soon, you know, the sky's the limit. They took Proactive to 181 countries, so I can't wait to see what they do in 10 years. And so I'm so glad that I signed when I did, when the business is still really young, so that I get to partake in all of that. And right now is the best time to join, because There is a kit reimbursement program going on until August 31st. You can sign, and if you get to level 2 within 2 months, you get your kit reimbursed, no matter which kit you get. And so to me, that is huge, because you could, basically get it all paid for and just be making, making money instead of having to pay back that kit. And so I wish that this had been there when I had joined, because I would have gotten that. But, I was able to pay off my kit in 2 months, and my consultant, Patty, she was able to, pay off her kit and within basically one event that we did. So in 1 month, she made her kit back plus more. And so, it's basically what you want to do with it. So I hope that this was educational. I hope you learned a little bit. If you have any questions, talk to Miriam, or you can talk to me, and we would love to get you on a phone call, or whatever you need to get the information that, to make an informed decision. And so thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day and the rest of this event. Thank you.